Oh, finally we're starting to pick up to more of my speed. Let's talk about the lovable beast that is the Saint Bernard. Now you guys know I love big breed dogs, and the Saint Bernard is one of my favorite breeds. I also love their history, but it's a little bit long, so I'm just going to jump into it. The origins of the Saint Bernard date back to over 2,000 years ago when they were bred by ancient Germanic tribes in the Alps of Switzerland.
Please slice this Swiss cheese with my Swiss Army knife.
Now these tribes bred these monstrous beasts to be war dogs to send into battle against ancient Romans that were invading the region while they tried to pass from Rome to other parts of Europe. And it's said that these beasts were so horrifically badass that even the most seasoned of Roman legions were terrified of them. Now, as time passed and the world became maybe just a little bit more peaceful than it was back in the day, the Saint Bernard evolved from being a war machine to more or less a caregiver.
My fingers hurt.
Oh, well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty.
You see, in the Western Alps, there's only two passages that connect Western Switzerland to Italy. The most famous of the two passages is called the Great Saint Bernard Pass. Now, at the highest peak of that pass, a man named Bernard of Menthon started a hospice called the Great Saint Bernard Hospice. He started it in 1049, and it was ran by monks.
We are all children of the same life force.
Now, the purpose of the hospice was to provide shelter for travelers venturing through the rough terrain of the Alps. Unfortunately, a lot of travelers got lost and buried under the snow in the Alps, and the monks bred Saint Bernards to go out and find those travelers. And while a lot of different Saint Bernards were used, the most famous one was a Bernard named Barry. Now, a lot of people will think of a barrel of brandy around a Saint Bernard's neck like in the old paintings, but in reality, they didn't actually have that. You see, the barrel of brandy was an artistic embellishment added to one of the two Saint Bernards in a very famous painting done in 1820 by a famous British painter named Edward Landseer when he was only 17 years old. So morally, I think I'm obligated to tell you that the first health condition this breed is predisposed to is a condition called GDV, which is a surgical emergency where the stomach twists and turns on itself and distends up with gas. Just like big breed cats, big breed dogs like the Saint Bernard are unfortunately more predisposed to hip dysplasia. Unfortunately, most large breed dogs are going to be predisposed to cancers. Now, in the Saint Bernard, the two most prevalent ones are a type of bone cancer called osteosarcoma and then lymphoma. The Saint Bernard's a little bit more prone to an eye condition called entropion, where the eyelids basically fold into the eyeball. And being a large breed dog, Saint Bernards are also predisposed to a neurological condition called Wobbler syndrome or cervical vertebral instability, which, to make a long story short, is just narrowing of the vertebral canal, which leads to neck pain and a wobbly gait. They're also predisposed to drooling all over the damn place and being absolute hams. And I bet to most of you, the most shocking thing with this was brandy around the neck. Yeah. God, I love this breed.